So where does that sit in your Ospreys pantheon? And Justin, is that one of the best you've had?
I guess obviously, considering the circumstances, obviously going in without a win for such a long time, they'll be up there obviously coming to play the French champions. I know they're missing a couple of players, their captain, etc. But yeah, it's up there. It was a good win, and yeah, I guess the feeling at the end of the game obviously says it all when we're a little bit gutted that probably didn't get the fourth try. So, but no, don't want to be greedy. There's such a good opposition. Obviously, coming away here to get a win is obviously something we're happy with.
The one thing we just said to Toby is that the best compliment we could probably pay you is that you never really looked like losing.
Yeah, no, that is a good one, especially they were now 22 a couple of times, and that's where their strength is, and we managed to stop them a few times. So yeah, no, it was a good team performance, something for us to build on now for the rest of the season. We can't just have the one good win. We've got to try and build now and get a bit of momentum.
That's the thing, isn't it? You've got 2 more games in this tournament to qualify for the last 16. Do you think you could maybe do that?
Oh, look, we'll take one game at a time. Obviously, last week was a bit disappointed. Last week, looking back at the game, we missed so many chances when we look back at it, and we were a bit frustrated with ourselves that we didn't probably play the type of rugby that we wanted to. We wanted to be a bit brave this week, and I think we showed a bit of that. But yeah, still lots for us to improve on. And like you say, we'll take one game at a time.
The great thing is that we're not just talking about you or Alan Wynne or the established names now. We're talking about so many other players in the team who've grown up alongside.
Yeah, exactly. And this is, we're missing so many players today as well. It just shows how good this squad actually is. I've said it from the start of the season, really. The squad of players that we got this year, usually in the past when we lose a lot of internationals or have a lot of injuries, we normally struggle, but the squad we got this year, we got a good group of local boys, which you need, which are super tight, and then we have the internationals and the foreign players that come in and give us that blend, and we got a good blend at the minute, and we just got to make sure we keep our standards high and keep pushing on and try and get more wins.
You're probably fed up of answering questions about Jack Morgan, but you should be getting fed up of asking questions about Morgan Morris. I mean, he's been superb this season.
Exactly, he's been superb for the last number of seasons. That's the crazy thing about him, and he just keeps his head down and keeps putting performance in after performance. He's such a valuable player for us and our team, and he's just such a good team player as well. He does a lot of donkey work and a lot of try scoring as well. He's so hard to stop from a couple of metres out.
Yeah.
Every time he picks a ball up a couple of metres out, you're basically getting ready to celebrate a try with him.
But he seems to have grown in stature and confidence, and he doesn't lose the ball quite so much moving forward in contact, never moving forward in contact, and he seems to be making more ground. He seems to be
Yeah, exactly, and he's had he's had a lot of games now. He's racking up the games, and he's only going to get better and better with every game. And like I said, he's such a good kid as well, and he just keeps his head down, keeps working hard, and puts in performance after performance, and he's getting all the credit which he deserves.
Ready for the next step?
Well, it's not obviously my job to pick all that, but obviously if from my point of view, he's class, and so if he's doing it regional, then you'd like to think he'd have the chance to represent that Welsh jersey, but thankfully I'm not in charge of picking the Wales team.
I appreciate that. Well done, fella. Enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Just one quick one for me. I remember speaking to you on the day of the draw, when you saw that you had Leicester and Montpellier. I remember you saying that you wanted to test yourself against the very best in Europe. Obviously did well in the first half last week and really delivered tonight. What will that do for you? I mean, you mentioned about the rest of the season, but going into the derbies now and the next week, how big a thing is that for you?
Yeah, and I think last season, not so much this season, but we've put in some good performances this season. But it's about our consistency with us. It's about backing up week in, week out, for us to push on and be a top team, really. So, yeah, that, like you said, it's one good win now, but biggest thing for us now is to try and continue to win.
Yeah, it should be a good day on Boxing Day, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it usually is. It's it's obviously one of the big days in the calendar that everyone looks forward to.
Very well done, mate. Safe journey home.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Justin, I can remember the Galacticos, with the likes of Craigie, Gavin, all of them, going out to France and really, really finding it difficult to get results out there. And you've probably been part of sides who struggled out there as well. So that result must particularly please you.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Mark, really, at the minute any result would have pleased me, to be fair. Just it's never nice losing. But then, like you say, it is obviously special to get one over the French champions, and yeah, you could see they were hurting at the end, so they're going to be coming when we play them home, and they're going to be fired up. So it's one of those that we're happy with the win. We're not getting carried away with it either. It's just obviously a good win, and obviously we know we got a lot to work on, and we'll just enjoy the win and hopefully push on now for Boxing Day.
And I guess the challenge is to make that now your default setting, the level you play at every week.
Exactly, yeah, that's the standard we want to be at, and we know we can probably go up another couple of gears in certain aspects of our game as well. It's like we said, it's a standard that we don't want to go below, and we know we can push on to be better as well.
Now, last question really, I know we mentioned Morgan Morris, but there were a number of young players who really stood up out there. Rhys Davis, for instance, Kiro Williams in the centre had a good game, and Ethan Roots, Jack came on, so that augurs really well, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. To probably go back to the question earlier, it's a good squad we got. And it's not just good players; we got good men around as well. So, like you say, it's a good team. We don't know if this team would, it's one of those things. You just want to make the most of this squad this year. Don't know what the squad's going to be like last year with everything happening. So we just want to make sure we enjoy it together and try and make sure we keep performing and consistently get these performances in.